So we're gonna do our top 5 show characters. Dun, dun, dun. I need one of those sounds. Dun,
That
dun,
was
dun.
very anticlimactic,
Wait,
man.
this is the popular top 5 dead or alive segment,
Yes.
which
Oh yeah,
is top 5 actors,
top 5
show
No,
actors,
top
show,
5
show
show
characters.
characters.
show
Not actors.
Your
characters.
Show
5 favorite
characters.
show characters.
Got it. Who's going first?
Andy doesn't want to go first because he says he's not participating because
I don't watch TV.
Zach
I'm gonna say Will Smith.
Screech
It's
Oh
easy.
my gosh.
Screech is his top.
Martin
Who's going
Lawrence.
first?
I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Since you and I are really the only ones that's prepared. You and I watch TV like crazy. So, all right. My absolute number 1 is Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm. That is my spirit animal. I love that show. Larry has no filter. He says exactly how he feels. He tells you like it is. And I love that the show is loosely based off of his life, but you have a lot of situations that aren't really real, but they're really funny. And what I love about that show and his character is that he's a co-creator and writer of Seinfeld, but with Curb Your Enthusiasm, there's no script. So everything is freestyle. There's things that like he makes sure that the characters, hit in the particular scene and in the episode, but everything else is freestyle. So I think that that's really great about that show, and that's what makes me love it. So second one, Andy said it. Will Smith from The Fresh Prince, man. Like that was a show that I grew up on. Will was super fly. He had all the Jordans, all the Nikes, and was out there looking fresh.
Iconic.
His gear was on point. He had all the ladies. If you look at any of the popular female actresses, models, singers,
Tyra Banks.
yeah, that was going on at that point in time, Will had him on the show. So that was a great show.
Nia Long.
There was a lot of serious moments, a lot of funny moments as well. And he was a great character, and I think that's one of the things that really catapulted his career into where he's at now. Third one, Walter White from Breaking Bad, so slash Heisenberg. So that's also one of my all-time favorite shows. I got hooked on that show. I think it was already like a season or 2 in, and I was at my friend Jacob's house, and he had it on. I'm like, what is this? I started watching it. Oh man, and was hooked ever since. One of the greatest shows that I've ever seen. One of the greatest characters I've ever seen. How he went from, being a small town high school teacher with a family of 3 to being a freaking drug kingpin, right? And killing people like that does not happen in real life. So great show to watch. Number 4, I really could have multiple characters from this particular show, but I'll choose the main character. So Martin Payne, the insane Martin Payne from Martin, one of the greatest comedy shows that there's ever been. I mean, like I said, you could name a number of characters. I'll stick with him as Martin, but you got Shanae, you got Roscoe, you got
Tommy.
Bob from marketing, you got who else did he play? He played his mom. He played Jerome. He played Dragonfly Jones. So, but Martin was one of the greatest shows, definitely one of the greatest comedy shows that there was out there. And I still even watch it to this day, all the reruns that come on. I was actually watching it either this morning or yesterday morning. So that, and then I will end it on a show that I was far behind in, watching it. So I was not current in watching it at all. I actually did it during the pandemic for the first time.
Jon Snow.
No, I was up to date on Game of Thrones, but Omar Little from The Wire. So Omar was not scared of nobody. Everybody was scared of Omar because he was a wild card of what he was going to do. Man walked around Baltimore with a shotgun, just him by himself, and everybody would run away when they would see Omar because he was just nutty and crazy. So I'm eventually gonna have to watch The Wire again. It was a great show. I'm kind of upset at myself that I wasn't on it while it was being aired. So watching it, there are some things that are a little bit dated, just because technologically we've moved on and advanced, but still the premise of the show and what was going on and what was happening and the acting was amazing. And Omar was one of my favorites on
Wasn't that show like on HBO? It was like one of the first shows ever like that went big on one of those like big providers like HBO.
there. Yeah,
It was like a huge show.
I don't know if it was on at the same time as The Sopranos, but that's one show I got to catch up on. Sopranos, I never watched it. I was a little young, to be watching that kind of stuff at the time. And then Oz too. I gotta watch that eventually. So
Same. All right, I'll go next. Mine is not. I have some cool guys on here, but mine's not as cool as yours.
Be a wild card. He's a Tyrese. Tyrese and Tyrese.
Eisenhower was dope. He was probably one of my top two.
Eisenhower. Who was Eisenhower?
I mean Walter White.
Oh, Heisenberg. Okay. Eisenhower.
He
I'm like,
didn't
what
watch
the
the show.
hell? Yeah,
You
right.
didn't watch the show.
Right?
No, I know, man. All right, so are we going to the first or just no order?
No order. Mine wasn't in order. Larry David number one, but no order.
All right, so my number one is gonna be Tommy the Green White Power Ranger.
Is that your number one?
This is my number one. Dude, that guy was the coolest guy growing up. He was the coolest guy.
It's utter just silence.
If he's your number one, your list is terrible.
What do you think of his performance on the Ooze? The Power Rangers, the movie, the Ooze.
It was great.
He didn't watch that.
I did.
Okay, why are you choosing this?
He was watching Eisenhower.
Well, just as a kid, obviously, I grew up when Power Rangers first aired, and
We all did.
So, just the five of them were dope. And then when Tommy came, and he was just a different breed.
Blevins is like not having it.
I love that show. He's my top. As a kid, I told you guys before, I wish I could have a ponytail. I would have had the ponytail.
Like Steven Seagal?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
You see what happens when I be vulnerable, Tom? This is a slander I get. And wait till this post up. It's gonna be a nice little soundbite. Andy's gonna have the white Power Ranger on the cover.
Of course.
Is it the white or the green one? Make up your mind.
It's the white one.
It's Eisenhower.
Oh, he's white, but he wore the green suit.
No, it was the green one, and then he became the white one.
What was the black Power Ranger's name?
Jason?
Zach. Wasn't it Zach?
Oh, that black Power Ranger.
Oh my god.
Wait, is Jason or Zach the black one? Like
no,
black person.
Zach is the black person that's black, but he said the black Power Ranger, and I was thinking because Jason was the red Power Ranger, but he became the black Power Ranger later down the line.
So I actually saw which one is the black one? Zach?
Zach.
Yeah, that was the original.
I saw him at Big Bear snowboarding one year. Like, wow, Power Rangers. It wasn't hot, but like around that area, like late 90s.
Did you do up the peace sign at him?
Yeah.
You gave him the head
What's up,
nod?
man?
What's up?
He mighty morsed.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's number one, man.
Moves.
My number two is going to be Jack Bauer, 21.
21 or 24?
You don't watch.
How is this your people? You don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
The Green Ranger, the White Ranger, the Black Ranger, the Red Ranger. 21, 24.
24, my bad.
Jack Bauer, not Black Jack.
No, Jack Bauer, 24. One of my all-time favorite shows. Super slow when I first watched it. I had to watch it twice because I started watching it. I was like, nah, this ain't for me. Then I was forced to watch it 4 episodes in
Why were you forced to watch it?
because they were like, no, this show's great.
Okay.
And at this time, I was dating my wife. So she would come over, I would have a date with her, and I would make her watch it after our date. Like, she'll watch it with me. Like, we'll go eat, whatever, come back.
Okay.
No, we're going to watch 24. And then she ended up watching it herself, and it's one of her top shows too. But Jack, because you know how FBI people be like, oh, don't follow the rules. And, but he was like, where's that guy at? And they're like, I don't know. Then, he just shoots him in the leg. Like,
No protocols being followed.
no, man. So Jack's number 2. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Dexter. I think he's super dope. Obviously, later down the seasons were kind of bad, towards the end, but to be a killer and to work for the police force, and that's pretty G. Like, it's pretty G of him, and to be crazy and get away with it is awesome. The 4th one, I'm gonna show the girls love. I'm gonna do Claire Underwood from House of Cards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Miss
she's
Robin
dope.
Wright.
Yes.
Daddy.
She is a baddie, and she's pretty fierce on there. So shout out to her.
That was a great show. Great show.
Yes.
Yes.
We won't talk about the other guy. And then my last one, you guys are probably gonna kill me,
Stacy.
but I thought this guy was always cool. He was smooth like butter.
I know who he's gonna say.
The
Andy
famous
Milonakis.
Jet Jackson.
Oh my gosh, that is not who I thought.
Hey, that's a great pick, though.
Oh my
Rest in peace.
gosh.
Rest in peace. Great
He
show.
passed like a couple years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Great show. I always thought he was cool because it just showed how you could be an actor and still live a normal life. I thought that was an awesome show, especially around my age. It was pretty good. And I do have one honorable mention. I'll probably do Franklin from Snowfall, because just like, yeah, he's grew up from nothing too, and now he's a kingpin killing people too. He's Heisenberg.
One of my favorite shows out there right now.
Yeah, I would say Franklin as an honorable mention.
Cold.
All right, Tom, don't let
Wait, why didn't you say Franklin in place of
Yeah, he should have started.
one
it.
of the Power Rangers or freaking Jet Jackson?
because that's my favorite. It's not
This
what
man had an all-time, I won't say all-time, that's maybe premature, but a great character from a great show, and you chose him as an honorable mention.
there was a lot. He could have took Claire, but I wanted to get. We always talk.
No,
about
he
guys.
was not going to take Claire, because Claire is a great character too on a great show,
Yes,
outside of maybe the last season.
yes.
But the Power Ranger and Jet Jackson have no business being on this list. None. Especially because of all the great ones that you did name.
It's my list,
My
and,
list.
and people are gonna be hot about it.
Ignorant.